Hey, hello everybody. I'm going to do some baked cauliflower. It's not boiled, it's baked. Okay? So, what you got to do is you have to, cut it in half, break it into manageable pieces, put it into a large bowl, because you're going to add olive oil, salt and pepper, and then you're going to put it into some kind of pie pan or a Corningware or something, and then put it in the oven. Now I'm using the toaster oven. I don't want to heat up the whole house, so toaster oven will be just fine. There goes the olive oil, and then salt and pepper. Now look, you could put any seasoning you want in here. You can do anything you want. I personally like the taste of cauliflower, so I don't use a lot of spices or herbs in here to cover up the taste, you know. It's like with broccoli, you know what I mean? I never use garlic with broccoli. It just doesn't taste good to me. You know, I like the taste of broccoli. You know, the same thing with most vegetables. I'd rather taste them than all the stuff you put in there with them. Alright, so there went salt and pepper and olive oil. That's it. Alright, now you're going to mix it up. I'm going to put it into a Corningware dish, and then it's going to go into the toaster oven. You could put Parmesan cheese. You can put anything you want in here. You know, it's totally up to you. You could do shredded cheddar. You could put it on now, or you could put it on later. It doesn't matter. The whole point is that you're baking it and not boiling it. You really do get a different flavor, especially if you can let it get brown a little bit. You know, I'm putting it into a hot toaster oven, 400 degrees. So, you know, that's where you want it on hot. However, when I put it on the grill, it was too hot. Now wait, check this grill out. I took the torch and I cut this, that was a helium tank. I cut it in half, or I cut the top off, and then I burnt some holes in the bottom of it. And then I took an old grill, an old grate from an old barbecue pit, and I cut that so it would fit inside. And there you have it. It looks pretty crazy, you know. When it starts smoking, it looks like it's going to blow up. You know, people think it's some kind of propane tank or something. But yeah, it's perfect for cooking, you know, one or two. It's perfect. It's like those little hibachi things. Doesn't use a lot of charcoal. I put a hinge on it, so I mean, the thing is perfect. It's just right. Okay, now there's a small pan of the cauliflower that I put into the into the grill. The grill's a little too hot for that. Okay, now here's the cauliflower that came out of the toaster oven. You could see I put some Parmesan cheese on it and let it brown a little bit. It's really got a good flavor. It really is good baked. It's a whole different ball game. Now, like I said, if you want, you could put cheddar cheese. Excuse me. You could put anything you want. You could put Swiss. You could probably put blobs of sour cream around. You know, whatever you want to do. All right, now, anytime I barbecue something, Mojo is right there. You know, Mojo never begs. He never begs. I taught him that early. I taught him that when I eat, he has to wait. Okay? Well, lately, since he's an old man, I feed him, you know, I feed him when I eat, but he still remembers that. He never begs at the table, never. So, here, I cut up a little bit of steak. I'm going to give it to him along with some other food. And this dog eats good, I'll tell you what. He does. He eats very well. Mojo, you don't have to worry about your diet. I don't give him table scraps. Usually what I do is I'll give him meat. You know, like if chicken or something, I'll pull the chicken off the bones. Or if it's chicken breast, you know, I'll cook a breast for him and feed him for like 2 days. But I don't give him table scraps. He's never gotten used to that. And I never feed him when I'm eating. That's the whole trick to training a dog. You know, that's why a family with a dog, the dog is usually a goofball. Because, you know, everybody's feeding him at the table. Everybody's, you know, sneaking him food, this and that. You train a dog with food. That's how you do it. And, you know, if you train him that you are the alpha, then he won't bother you. But if you're feeding him at the table, well, then he's part of the, you know, then he's just part of the group. He's part of the pack. So that's not good. It's, you know, like I say, most families with dogs, the dogs are kind of loopy. That's the reason why. All right, there you go. There's Mojo's food. There's my steak, baked potato, and baked cauliflower. You might be able to find this someplace else around town. I'm not sure. But you're not going to find it any better than this right here. I'll see you later. We got to eat.